it French you said?
Lots of sh.
Isn't that French you speak now?
No, that was Portuguese.
Oh, the same as
That was Brazilian Portuguese.
Oh.
But you know, you're right. I understood that the French and Portuguese languages are not from Portugal. Portugal's a, in your throat. I don't like the sound of Portuguese. Portuguese, Portuguese, like make it in the throat. But the Brazilian and the French are your nose. So you gotta have a big nose like the Western people, and then you can speak French. Oh, c'est très bien. and then you can also speak Portuguese. Oh, está dançando.
Oh, how about the Spanish?
My Spanish is horrible. No, not mine. No, can't speak Spanish.
Sounds like my Spanish.
No, I mean my father was professor of Spanish.
Oh, really?
And at City College of New York, and got his doctorate at Columbia. But he was a Spanish person, so we can never be better than our father. So I had to go for French. So not too many. And I'm so embarrassed about Korean, but then again, I kind of was a little busy too. That was an excuse before, but no excuse now why I don't speak Korean. I should speak Korean.
Oh, Korean
I
is
don't.
cool.
No.
I think so.
Mote.
반가워요.
누님,
It's just like in Moscow. In Moscow, you meet somebody. Like for example, I was going with my husband. He's American, and it was like he stopped anybody in the street. Do you speak English? No. Good English. How come you don't? Really, you just said it. No. It was good. So that's why you never know. And I heard how you spoke to the lady ordering some drinks. It was good. I understood. So it's
Well,
like,
you understood. So the native speakers understand. That's the problem.
Probably.
I don't think so.
In the
I live.
yeah, this week I read some interesting sentence like that. If you study and if you speak the different languages, you become a different person, like that. So, in my personal experiences, in our younger years, we never taught how to speak English at the primary school. Just from the middle school, we start to learn the English language, only English language learning generation. Even though the English was very limited, the teaching method was primary. Also, in the course of learning the foreign languages, English and Japanese, in my case, the neuroscientists say that the brain activity, using the different part of the brain, so that different language speaking and learning power make yourself younger.
Right.
They say. So
that's why you are young.
we're so young. In 70s, my friends, many people died already. In 70s. Because of the alcohol or the accident, and we were born during the Korean War, so the nutrition was not good. But my case is very unique, even though I started from scratch. But my mother worked so hard to feed me and educate me. In my younger days, just primary school is the only option. Middle school and high school is a great benefit. Usually, only the super rich people went to the college or universities. But it was a blessing for me to speak 3 languages, to become polyglot. That is a blessing for our brain, and I can communicate with it for especially in the case of Japanese languages. It is, as you know, it is composed of Chinese character. It is very good for imagination because of the Chinese character. So it became a blessing. Also, this polyglot groups, it is very encouraging. Every month, every time I come here, I learn a lot.
You know, actually, he called me yesterday. That's why I knew this meeting today.
Thank you for reminding me.
I said, no, maybe next week. He said, no, tomorrow. I said, no, you're wrong. He said, oh, tomorrow.
Just invite more people to come, Mr. Moore.
Yeah. Well, you know, before we get to Joshua, I just want to say something about what you said. We become a different person. Yeah, it was really interesting when I came here, when I got my job, be a professor here. So 1988, I came here, and my children didn't speak Korean. I didn't either, of course, and I still don't. But they didn't now; they're native speakers, kind of. But it took a long time, even for children. So I saw them go out to the playground and they try to play with the other children. Even the other children would say something, who are you, and blah, blah. They'd come to our house, they'd steal our toys, etc. But my children really wanted to learn. So one night, I heard my first son moving around when he's sleeping, and he started speaking Korean, when he was dreaming. Then I thought, yes, the language really went down to the lowest levels, and he speaks Korean. So I sent them to public school, of course, until middle school, but I had a rule in my house, only English.
Right, me,
Yeah,
us also.
yeah. I say, you can speak Dapa in Korean, that's okay. But anyway, yeah, but then outside is Korean, inside is English.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference.
It
for
makes a big
children.
difference. In Russia also, they would talk to each other in Russian, but I was always that they would speak in Russian because they didn't want us to understand.
Yes. Right.
But we always said in English and at home in English.
Right.
But they had an interesting experience one time. They were on the bus and they were talking to each other in a public bus in Moscow. They were talking to each other in Russian, and then there was a grandmother, the babushka. She was saying, and then they switched. And they started talking in English, and then the grandmother was saying, "Oh, your English is so good! Oh, I'm so proud your English is." And then they were going, because she thought they were Russian.
Exactly. Yeah, children learn it, but the best time is, you're right, is younger the better, because when children physically mature, their brains physically get harder, and so it's hard. Just think how, this is my excuse, right? How hard it is for old people to learn another language, right? But anyway, no excuse. No.
We look at the age is not of
Exactly.
yeah, the age is just the
Number?
just the numbers.
Yeah.
Important is the state of your mind.
Yeah, I agree. The number's out there somewhere. It doesn't have anything to do with me, right?
But that's true what you said. What keeps the brain young is learning a language and learning an instrument, playing an instrument. Those two things. Learn a new language or play or learn a new instrument.
Sound.
Anytime.
It's about sound.
Any age.
At any age, any instrument.
Yes, exactly.
I'm curious. My son is 4 years old. Yeah, international ages. Yes, and I talk about with my wife. How about teaching English? That my wife said that the first is the Korean, it's not English. That's why I'm delayed the teaching English. How about you think?
No, but they can learn 4 years old. That's
Very good age to
play.
learn. Yeah.
My wife is thinking of this little bit possible to confuse you.
It's not.
No, they don't.
But-
If you read articles, nowadays the kids don't get confused.
But one person should speak one language. If she's switching and speaking English and Korean to him, then it's confusing. But in kindergarten, the best who are the youngest one, 4 years, I don't know, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 years. 4 years old, are learning the most. Not 6 years old. The eldest one, they are very 5 okay, but 40 because they are very open.
Yes.
They're very open. They're so curious, and this drive actually help them to receive. They have no concept, and they are. It's so natural for them.
I always give an example of Meadow, you know, because she talks to her daughter in Russian. Her husband is American. He talks to her in English, and then she goes to Korean school, so she's trilingual. And she doesn't mix it up, right?
No.
You know, when she was,
Especially when she's angry, she speaks Korean.
she curses in Korean.
Yeah. So when she's so happy, she speaks Russian.
Yeah.
And somehow, like when she has to ask Papa for money, she speaks English.
Right.
Very interesting. She's very smart. I know. Smart girl.
No, I think because I have no idea that they're not, and also they're not embarrassed, you know, when we teach Koreans, you know, how to speak English, and the first thing is if the kid makes a mistake, you know, I was shocked, and so were other teachers in Korea, even in high school, if they make, or college, if they make a mistake, Koreans usually, ha ha ha, they laugh and they put out their tongue, you know, and you know, that they laugh when they make a mistake, and so the Western teachers thought they're laughing at me. But then we learned, oh, that's the kind of Korean style of just covering up their mistakes,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah, so we were kind of offended, you know. But yeah, so yeah. But young kids, they don't feel,
Yeah.
they don't care. They just go ahead.
They're so pure and
Yes.
simple. And they learn very quick. They compute, empty computer. They compute very
Right. And they want to. Yeah.
exactly.
So it's a good age for your.
Right. Just right.
We recommend it.
Don't be late. I mean,
All
Yes.
speak English for my sons.
Yeah,
But my wife is only speak Korean. Is when you speak English, is nervous. Feel nervous. That's why.
But another good thing is songs or cartoons, you know, because they learn the song Twinkle, Twinkle, Little. They have no idea what it means, but they can speak it perfectly. You know, they can sing, they can do everything.
I have there some. I teach one family, and they are like 3 different age small kids.
Oh, really?
Yes, the boys go already to school. I think I forgot which age, but exactly. But the youngest one, she doesn't go yet to school, and she speaks the most and responding to me the most. And one of the reasons why she does, she's a girl. That's one thing. Girls are more. But another thing is because she likes the Tiger Daniel story you can find on YouTube. And because they need to watch something what is nice, not screaming, not really. The Daniel tiger is, for example, very nice. You can try to put to your son.
Diamond tiger.
Yeah, or tiger, Daniel tiger.
Daniel, you mean?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Daniel
So, yeah. So it's, and I was watching that, and sometimes I prepare my lesson according that because they like that. So, and there are also some. It's not bad. It's nice. So, because these days it's not easy actually to find nice animation for kids. It's too screamy, too aggressive. But that one is cute, nice made, yeah. Peppa's Pig is also good, but not easy to understand. It's funny, but that Daniel Tiger is like easy to understand. They repeat and they put there some songs. Peppa Pig is funny, nice, but not easy to really understand English. It's like too piggy. Or they speak like, you know.
When your son will be elementary school student, he can watch.
Not elementary school. It's kind of.
No, when he will
In the
be.
future, yeah.
Yes, in the future. So he can watch Timothy Goes to School. That's how Meadow grew up. Timothy is a series of Timothy Goes to School. That's the yeah.
It goes to school, but Timothy is an animal.
Timothy, yeah, animals. The animals they go to school and they learn to learn the language. They learn to be together.
The
It's
name
a series.
of the school is Timothy.
Timothy Goes to
Cartoon
School.
or animation.
Ah.
it's a series, like it's so nice, very nice English, very nice.
And Timothy is what animal?
Timothy, I forgot, I think the beaver, maybe beaver. I forgot. Well, there's also like lots of songs there, lots of, you know, Timothy's best friend is Yoko, and the cat Kitty, and they, you know, the way they talk to each other is really nice, you know. These days I watch Bambi, or I watch something really nice, pure, and you feel, oh, nice language. Not really fast, and you just feel, oh yeah. So just look at that, maybe like first, he's 4 now, right? So, but later he has to watch the elementary level. Timothy goes to school.